Hey YT fam, how's it going? This is your girl. A couple of days ago, I was looking at Foxy J, who I'm subscribed to, one of her videos, and I noticed the title and I chuckled. The title was Sexy Women Loving Men Who Get Food Stamps. After I listened to what she said, and she made some good insights on a lot of things, I went to like maybe 2 or 3 videos down to another lady that I'm subscribed to, which is One Hairy Situation. And her title, which also made me chuckle, was Men Who Get Food Stamps and the Women Who Love Them. And One Hairy Situation asked us to do a video response, if we could, about the situation. And she told us her concerns. And she wanted to know what we thought about it. And why we thought that these young men that are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, why, and they're able-bodied, they're not disabled in any type of way, not mentally, physically in any way, why do we think that they are on public assistance? And I believe that it all starts back and goes back to home training and self-esteem. This is something that your parent or your guardian is supposed to teach you when you're young. It's self-respect for yourself and also respect for others. If you don't learn this, it's something that's very hard to teach when you're older. Some people get it and some people never get it when they're older. For some men, they grew up in families where nobody was encouraging them in any way. Anything they did, they were, called a bad word or told that they were stupid or they don't know what they're doing or, they were never wanted. And, those type of things, words do really can hurt. And it really can stop somebody's growth, emotionally and also spiritually and physically. A lot of these men out here, it's self-esteem problems that they're not addressing that is hindering them. If you don't believe in yourself, then you don't believe that you can get the greatest and the best things. So what you do is you settle. And you never really want to try, because the last thing you want to hear is somebody said that, there you go, Mr. Stupid, or that you failed, or you don't know what you're doing. So in order not to hear that, you don't try. You don't go that extra mile. You don't finish school. Or if you finish school, you don't aim to be the best student. Even if you know you can do certain things like A and B, you never want to stand out to be the good person, be in fear that somebody will say, oh, he don't know what he's doing, he's a fool. I think a lot of women get with these men because they themselves struggle with low self-esteem. And they don't believe that they can do better. Whether it's the same type of lifestyle that these men had in their childhood that they had, or it could be, maybe they don't like the way they look, or they don't feel that, they're smart enough or they're pretty enough. And self-esteem will make you lose your way. Self-esteem will keep you in the same spot that you've always been in your teens, in your 20s, in your 30s and 40s. If you don't pray or believe in a higher power, or you don't see yourself there and say, this ain't me, this is not the life that I want to live. And with this lifestyle of being on public assistance and food stamps, you can only go so far. You'll be only able to have certain things, go certain places, know certain types of food and types of people, because you're limited. And you're limited because you're limited yourself. Men like these, as soon as I talk to them and I see that they're interested in me, and I have interest in them, my first thing I want to know are, what are your goals for life? And what goals have you accomplished so far? If they haven't really accomplished anything except graduating from high school or maybe getting a GED and their answer to me is, oh, I'm just trying to get from day to day. I'm just trying to, endure this struggle or something like that. I run like the wind. I do not want a man with no plan. Ladies, repeat it with me. You do not want a man without a plan. Because a man or a woman without a plan, they plan to fail. A man or a woman without a plan are going to hug on to you because you have a plan and you have a hope in view and you have things on the table that you're going to do, and they're going to be eating off the same plate that you're eating off, contributing to nothing because they have nothing to give but just taking and taking from you. You don't want a man like that. You need to believe that you are more important and more worthy of a man that is going to do what he needs to do to provide for himself first, and then to later provide for you, and then to later provide for you, him, and your child or your children that you have. And this is not to try to put down people, men that are on public assistance, because like you mentioned one here situation, you have men that have disabilities that are legit. You have men that, they just got out of jail and it's hard for them to get a job. And the ones that get out of jail, I find that a lot of times they really do work hard to get a job because they have the probation officer on their back to get that job. And, doors are constantly closing in their face, and they just want that job to, to make ends meet. I always knew something about myself is that I would never be the type of person that wants to live from paycheck to paycheck, from hand to mouth, or I never wanted to just live just above the poverty level. I wanted to surpass that. That's not the lifestyle that I'm used to growing up in, so that's not the lifestyle I want for myself. I also knew that hard work and dedication counted. I had a couple of years where I was just like drifting. I wasn't on public assistance or anything, but I was just drifting, not doing the right thing for myself, and I did suffer for it, and I learned through it. And I need a man that is willing to contribute and to try. I need a man with a plan. Say it with me, ladies. We need a man